Hi, good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Natalie and this is So Nat. You can find me on Instagram as So. I'll put it above. Morning, welcome. It is Friday the 28th of November and it's very sunny outside. There are workmen repaving the street, but hopefully I'll get this done before they start making a lot of noise. And I have, the channel's predominantly about cross stitch. Haven't got anything else to show you today. And I'm not fully prepared, as you can tell. I do have some notes, but the oldest is home from school because it's a teacher training day, and the husband's at home working as normal. So I'm just trying to get this done before I swap out all of that for a Christmas tree, because that lot is going across the room, and then will reappear in January once the tree's down. I'll talk more about plans later. Welcome if you're a returning subscriber, and hello and thank you if you're a new subscriber. And if you do like what you see, like and subscribe. I think I've got an action packed. I don't think I've quite hit all the marks this month. I've got 2 FFOs, so fully finished object, 1 SAF, which is a start and finish, 5 whips, another new start besides the start and finish, no fully finished objects, probably a little bit too much haul, but once January's here, yeah, Stitch from Stash is on the plan for next year. And I'll talk a little bit about my plans for December, and I'll briefly show how I'm planning out next year as well, but not in full detail. And this is Flosstube 66, which I clearly failed to mention at the start. I'm just going to put this down. So my first finish this month was the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Retreat 2025 edition, which is Warwick Castle. Originally the background of the writing at the bottom was in white, and some of us have changed it to 6, I think it's 604, because one of the ladies on our table went looking for 604. But yeah, so this is all kit materials. Apart from that, it's on a 14 count. It's like a pale blue Ada. And yeah, so that's the finish. I'll probably finish it in a hoop, I think, or maybe into a project bag, I'm not sure. But that is finished. Work there. My next epic finish. It's been taking a lot of work this month to get this done, but I did actually reach my goal of finishing it before the end of November, so I'm really happy. It's not been FFO'd yet or anything, so it needs like a stabiliser put on the back, so I will try and show you this. So this this is Darth Vader by Cross Stitch Kingdom on eBay. It was a full kit, came with, I want to say 16 count or 14 count black or like dark grey Ada. I swapped mine for 25 count black Lugana and stitched it 2/2. There was just about enough thread for that conversion, and this is going to be a giant cushion for my youngest. Yeah, it's all 4 crosses, no back stitch, but there was quite a bit of black on black, and actually the navy on black wasn't too bad. Oof, I'm losing his head. I've got the cushion bits across the room. We just went and got one from the range. But it already had a cushion cover on it, but it's big enough to fit Darth Vader, who is 50 by 52, something like that, centimetres. So I needed quite a big cushion for that one. So he is all done, ready to fully finish. I still had quite a bit of the threads left. It was more the ones where you just had a strand or two I was struggling with. So yeah, so like that much of that colour. I think it does give you a Star Wars Darth Vader 2, sorry, there's another one. I think it did give you either Anchor or DMC, but I can't quite remember. That's DMC, looking at the numbers. So yeah, if I'd run out I could have just, and I knew that when I was doing it. So yeah, so like I say, it's not, the fabric it comes with is, yeah, not quite black, although it's looking black on there, like a dark charcoal, and the photo definitely doesn't do it justice. I just realised it even says on the fuss card that it's DMC, so no excuse. Sorry, crinkle crinkle. I need to put that away. Right, no, that is my start and finish. See, I already put the project back into use again, which is what holds the kit. Oh, I seem to have something on it, but yeah, don't drink drinks near you, stitching. So this is the Cotton and Twine subscription when they changed to the PDFs, and it's September, and it's the Crocette Gogo autumn piece. I got this as a PDF, which is like a £7 subscription, and I love Crocette Gogo, but didn't want to stitch it on the fabric, which is quite light. I'm not sure if it's white, but then you've got white stitches. I did mine on a the back side of a 32 count Country Vintage Mocha in even weave, and it's all, no, it's not all the colourful DMC. I changed the colour of the acorns, so I hadn't even started this last time you saw me. So I changed the acorns from 167 to 833. No one, I can find my 167. Yeah, that's the 167, which is obviously quite close to the fabric, and I did it in this colour, which I thought looked better. Yeah, mine have got a bit more of a green tinge to the acorns as opposed to a brown tinge, and it's upside down. Really of stitching this, went into Pattern Keeper. So normally if you buy off Crocette Gogo from Etsy, it'll come with a watermark across it, which I think means you normally can't import it. At least I don't think I've tried to import it before. I do have other patterns. No, I don't have other patterns. I think I've stitched everything I've got from oh no, I know, there was the subscriber Instagram freebie. I've not stitched that, so I do have something else to stitch. I think that was a while ago. I can't remember if that's still available or not. But go and check out our Instagram. Whips that I've worked on. So I've got another that's very, very close to a finish. And I thought I could do it, but just couldn't quite. The choice of stitching on black. So I've got my light, which is what this is. It was normally it's behind me, but it kept hitting me on the head, so I had to move it out of the way. This is Stitch Area and its Friends coat. I don't know if this is still available. Sorry for the hanging threads. This on a 16 count white Ada, and I'm over halfway. I'm just taking a motif at a time and stitching it. So this came out as part of the Bake Off challenge that I was doing, and I've still got some more Bake Off stitching to go, but like I said, I was trying to concentrate on a finish, so I haven't picked up as much of that as I would have liked. I make myself a goal every year to pick up every project and stitch on it. So I picked up my Mirabilia Dressmaker's Daughter. This is just a copy. I think the original's either behind me or upstairs, of the front. I did some more work on Autumn. So I put some more yellow in and some red. And that's what that looks like. Ooh. No beads in there yet, and it's on a massive score frame. I've started every season, just in some DMC, and this is the lovely DMC, lots of it. And that goes in the Lowry stand, which you can kind of see over my shoulder. I've got an adapter so that I can clamp the skull frame onto it rather than it sort of all the way across the sofa and tilting precariously. Next I did a bit of work on my Barbara Anna 4 Seasons. I know some people have finished this now, and I intend to start the new Barbara Anna Dreaming Girl Sal January or February, I can't remember which date. This is what it will look like. Mine's on summer khaki. I always want to say dirty, at 32 count Belfast linen. And I did some more work on Autumn, which is this piece. As you can see, I've started summer but not finished, and I haven't touched winter or spring yet. And the intention is to make it into a drum. Stitching that with all the Call 4 DMC. Got to stop saying I also picked up Aurora cabin in the midst of trying to stitch on every project. I've still got 2 projects left to stitch on, which are Cherry Blossom and the Gingerbread book from the Jingle Ball last year, which I took as a class, and yeah. Sorry, just leaning over to get the picture for you. Which is this one. So it's the dimensions. Aurora cabin, 16 count grey Ada. You'll see I've started gridding in Sulky Sliver, and that's what I have. And this is 6 strands half stitch on 14 count 14 count, 16 count, sorry. So it's a bit tough going, but I have put some more stitches into that. If you're wondering why the picture's separate to the stitching, it's because this, especially the packaging that goes around it, is bigger than A4, so it won't fit in the other project bags. So my intention is to take a photo of that, print it out, put it with the project bag, and then put the packaging away upstairs. So I've got everything I need. And then my almost finish, which I think you can probably guess what it is if you've seen my channel of it, is Embroidery for Kids Art, and this is Squirtle, which is the third in the series. This is no longer available on Etsy. I'm stitching mine on 16 or 18. I think I've got the 18 count Blackadder. Call for DNC, which is only 3, but you will need more than one skein of the 996. So he looks like that. So all that's left is 800 stitches in his head, which finishes off Will. So I will travel across the sea. Oh no. Travel across the land searching it's just some reading, it's for him basically, far and wide. So all the words make up the verse of the song. Like I say, this is the third one. Next year will be Pikachu, and he will be the last, and I will be very thankful. Luckily these go into Pattern Keeper as well, so it's a bit easy to keep track of it as well. So you can go, right, I want to do 200 stitches and I'm done. So yeah, he's at 800, he's at 88.6%. And new start, trying to not start things, but there's a few projects that want to start that'll span out over next year. I started my Jingle Ball class, which is hands-on design, stands up for Santa. So this kind of falls into haul as well. I think I already had the fabric last time, I think I might have shown that to you, which is an 18 count Foba from Flora Shell here in the UK. And it's a bit of a measly start, but it is a start, so I know where I'm stitching from. And this is stitched with pearl cotton 1/2. So literally that is just the centre. I've been a bit measly with the margin, although I'm wondering if I should have done it on that rotation rather than that one, but I'm not sure. He probably would have fitted. He's alright sidewise, he's just height. So I've got all the pearl cotton, which I will use for my counted canvas stitching when I do that. I did skimp on the face though, so you can use DMC. 4 strands is equivalent to 1 pearl cotton number 5 it is. And I'm just going to shout Wool Warehouse out because that's the best place to get the pearl cotton from, and they're local to me actually, so I get really super fast delivery, which is great. And they're 5 metre skeins. You can get smaller skeins as well, so just watch out for that, especially on the pricing. And they have a good selection of pearl cotton as well. Some companies do sell them, but in limited numbers, especially here in the UK. Next one is a bit planned slash haul. So this is in my lovely Hot Trotters project bag that I showed last time. I can't remember, I might have showed this page. This is Climbing Goat Designs Advent Calendar. So for 25 days in December, you get something, drop into your email box to stitch. 24, and it's all in DMC. So my kit from Lakeside arrived, which is gorgeous. So that's what we've got for that. I don't think it's going to use it all up. Yeah, I think I went for the 16 count Ada, and it suggests an 8-inch hoop for that, so yeah, I should have some left over. You've also got another sale out for next year, which is the Ocean sale, which I am getting tempted by, but when you see my plans you'll think, no, that's a bit much. So yeah, in terms of plans, I've got the Advent Penguin. I want to finish off Squirtle. So I need FFO Squirtle, Darth Vader, Thinking Death, remember that one, I finished that. The dog project needs FFOing. I finally found the Christmas stockings, so mine and my husband's need FFOing, and the kids' needs a bit of TLC. So that's a lot of putting together and lacing and sewing, and I'm going to the Jingle Ball, which is next weekend. I've got a Christmas Day start planned, which is the Frostability's Christmas pillow. I'll show you that in haul in a second. And I want to do 12 projects of Christmas for Christmas. So each project gets 2 days, and I just go through. Technically I've got 13 projects. I'm hoping to knock one out before December, which is a stand up for Santa. Fingers crossed. If not, I might just flip between the two. So I've got stand up for Santa. I've got the Holly Jolly, which was a Caterpillar one. Gingerbread book from last year, which I haven't touched this year. As well as the Gingerbread needle book class for this year. Silver Creek My Christmas List, Luca S Holly Lolly Penguin, which is almost there, G's for Gingerbread, which is a Wild Starry Snap sleep chart, Glitter Village, which is Country Cottage Needleworks, Coffee Shop, that's a Dimensions one. I started with the Liz Matthews cell and I've clearly just started and never stitched along. Hello Holly, which is now finished, which was this year's Caterpillar Cross Stitch sale. Christmas Wreath, which I didn't start with everyone from Frosted Pumpkin when they did the sale. I did it at the end, so that's, I'm not doing, I know I'm in part 2, I think. Couldn't remember if I'd done part 1 or not. Now I'm questioning whether I've done, anyway. Mine just came as a complete thing, so I sort of roughly worked out where the parts were. Northern Needlework Expressions Christmas Sampler, and Gingerbread Village, which is Fuzzy Fox Stitching. If that's wrong, I'll put it up. So yeah, technically 13 projects, but I'm hoping to get at least one finished this year, if not more. My current whip count is 49, so I'm below the 50. Goal for next year, I'd like to get down for 40, but a push goal is 30. And I want to carry on whipping down. I'm going to be 46 next year, and I'd like to start the 50 projects for 50. After seeing Sarah and Sally have so much fun with it. So yeah, I've started to think about what projects I need to kit, and then I want to try and whip down, because some projects are quite big that I've got and not got much work on, like my Chatelaine is on part 2, and that's goes out quite big. Dressmaker's Daughter's got quite a lot to go on it. You know, there's quite a lot of projects that have got a lot of work to go on, and then there's some that are low-hanging fruit, shall we say. But my goal with it all for next year, which I have set out in my new notebooks, this is just like just got dotted pages in there, so you can see that's where February is going to be. I've put my goals in there. I haven't put my projects in there yet, obviously, because I don't know all the ones I'm going to be taking in. But for each month, the plan is to just trying to find a month. Oops. So I've got January set out. Stitch from Stash. So this is turning into a plans video, it wasn't intentional. To keep ahead if you don't want to watch this and want to watch the haul instead. So yeah, month to plan, Stitch from Stash. Which I started off alright last time and then went wrong. This one still needs finishing off. So FFOs, FOs, whips. This is my Flosstube planner. So I've got monthly goals that I want to do. I've got temperature stitching, and I'm doing Law of Stitching by the Shores I Spy next year, so I've got space for 10 prompts. I've got 2 whip goes. One is Pattern Keeper, and that's so many stitches for the charts that I've pulled out for Pattern Keeper, and the other one is, I can't remember. Is it my oldest whips? Oh no, Christmas. I've got a space in there at the minute, so I don't know which one I'm putting in. So that's that one. Yeah, and then haul, plans, notes, and then so that's all my. This is my game goals page. So that's got all the goals on there. Yeah, and then just notes basically. So if I go to a retreat, or like a virtual retreat, or I want to play an extra game, I can put that in there, and I'm on to the next month after that. So I've still got a bit of work to do on the other months to set that out. I think I've set up all my project pages in terms of the layout. I just need to write up the projects to go in there. I've got projects to kit, whether it's going to be for 50 for 50. I've got Big Girl Pants Challenge in there, but I've literally just got a post-it note in there at the minute. Things to fully finish, UFOs. With the temperature stitching, I can't remember if I mentioned that yet. I plan on doing the 10 projects, and then which project you worked on is denominated by the second digit, so if it's 14 degrees it's number 4. Yeah, and I've got 13 new starts planned out for next year, but they're smaller, so it's like the Dreaming Girl Sal takes up 4 spaces, the Crocette Gogo takes up 3 spaces, so I'm hoping that plans come to fruition on that in terms of when Cotton and Twine release them. If not, I can always pivot and mix it up. And then my monthly goals, so I've got another kit to stitch for the lady that's having the dog project back. Pikachu, Deadly Aquarium, Victorian Charm, and I joined the Haid Sal. My intention with the Haid Sal though is to get the page complete. I am not going for the whole thing. So get a page complete and pick up the Amy Stewart Stitching Haven. Yeah, just the sound of it, I want to do it. I've loved the bookshelves, and the mini that I picked up is Amy Stewart as well, the first Haid that's UFO'd, that's in my Big Girl Pants challenge. So just to pick it up, I think, not sure what percentage I'm at. It's on a 25 count Lugana, either 1 over 1 full cross or 2 strands 10 stitch. I think I did it 1 over 1 though. I'm thinking about changing that. So the plan is to do the Haid Sal on 20 count Ada. I just need to decide whether it's half stitch, full stitch, how many strands. So when my fabric arrives, I'll decide on that. I've actually ordered CXC for that. So there's 90 colours in that. And I'm doing the PTP Bluebell. I put a picture in. So yeah, we don't get that until the 1st of January, and we've got to complete the page by the end of December next year, and submit a photo and things. And I've joined the Facebook group and done the questionnaire, and yeah, like I say, the one that I want is the Amy Stewart, and all I've got to do to get that is do the full page. Right, what have I got for haul? If you don't like haul, thank you, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. If you're sticking for haul, yeah, sorry, enabling. I did pick up some more project bags, bearing in mind they're trying to kid things up. I got, so this is the 12 needle minders from Laura Cotton and Clay. I think I will open this on the 12th. Was it? Yeah, the 12th each day until Christmas. So that's arrived. Thank you, Laura. I bought a needle minder from Stitch Magic 111, my first needle minder from her. And because I love Christmas, it has to be Christmas treat. I haven't used this yet, but it will be going on a Christmas project. There are some other bits in here that are not included. Oh, trying to work out what you got. When I ordered the Hot Trotters project bag, I also ordered like a zip pull with my initial on. Which you can now add on to your order. So I picked a white and gold one. I don't know if that shows, it's just got N on it. And then, too far away from the camera. Ooh. And then a heart on the back. Because Paula was so energetic, she also threw in a little notions pouch. I think she was out of stock when I originally ordered, and it just took a little bit of time to come in, but thank you, Paula. They're lovely project bags, I really enjoy them, and I'll be definitely back for some more. Oh yeah, Talking Dog Stitchery. I ordered. Oops, I think I showed you the thing in there. I ordered from Rachel the Wonderland crafts, so I ordered that one. Yeah, the magnets are really strong. I also ordered the big one. So I quite often like to do mill hauls, and I especially find the big ones a bit more of a struggle. Just trying to keep it in good condition and then trying to hold on to it. I had a 1, 2, 3 stitch order come in. That was a bit epic. I think I've just got some threads for the Stacy Nash one. Oh yeah, there's some like other Wallhouse Warehouse DMCs. Why do I get extra DMCs? Anchor and the variegated. I think I'd seen on someone's channel they'd mentioned that some of the DMCs were going away, but when I googled it I couldn't find anything about it, so it's fine. Right, we'll do the 1, 2, 3 stitch haul first. This is probably more collection related, let's put it like that. I clearly didn't put these back in order. Oh no, I have them all. The one's not here. Right, it's caught behind. So I got the rest of the Anniversary of the Hearts by Blackbird Designs. I already picked up number 3, which I knew you couldn't get on 1, 2, 3 stitch, and when I placed my order they were doing a discount on Blackbird. I want to say it was like 20% off, but I can't remember. So this is number 1, which is Snow Garden. Number 2 is Valentine Rose. Number 3 is the one I've already got. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Pink Hill Manors number 4. Farmhouse number 5. Happy Birthday number 6. Number 7 is Swan Lake. 8 is Clara Ellen. 9 is Moonlight Visitor. 10 is Pumpkin Farm. 11 is Evergreen Lane. And number 12 is Elizabeth Jane. And this one's a bit more of a booklet, it's got a bonus chart in it. I can't show you the grid of how they all fit together. But you've got Snow Garden, Valentine Rose, the bonus pattern which is in Swan Lake, which was the number 3 that I was missing. Yeah, because number 4 is a wish for you, isn't it? Don't know when I'm going to start this. Well, they might not be in the same order actually. Don't know when I'm going to start it or what fabric or anything. I can imagine it might be one of the ones for 50, but we'll see how we get on. I also picked up Heart Remembers, which has been on my list for a long time. I particularly like this, but there are some other things I would stitch which I haven't bookmarked. If I can quickly see them. And they give various different options for the one on the front, so you can stitch on several pieces and stitch them together. You can stitch it on one long piece. I like that. It says remember me. There's a couple of heart shapes in here as well, yeah. Yeah, there's a fair few I'd stitch in there. I like that one as well, to my dear friend. And then anniversary, happiness to dear friends. Heart of the home. Yeah, forget me not. And there's one more, which is Wildflower Guide. I just like that one as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot in there. I'm really happy I got that. So like I say, it's been on my wish list for ages. I've been watching it on Jeff B. Smith for I don't know how long. But yeah, with the 20% discount and the currency conversion, it was hard to say no at that point. I also picked up Goodnight Moon by Kathy Barrack. So we used to read this to our kids a lot. Don't know whether to splash out and get the MPIs for it or not. We shall see. But yeah, I love that. And I could have spent so much more. Which I think is always the case when I go to 123 Stitch. They've got a series by Jeanette Douglas called Sew Together, which is my next collection purchase maybe. I'd like to make a cube with that, but there's more than 6 patterns, so I'd have to choose not to stitch some. And literally I did not get anything else from 123 Stitch besides patterns, no threads, just patterns. And this is the Possibilities chart I was saying about. That's a Christmas pillow. I finally picked up Chalet in the Snow. This is PDF as well. I'm not going to start that until I've finished at least one of the ones I've got ongoing at the minute. I wanted some strawberries, so I picked up a strawberry biscuit from Little Dove Designs. Could be a next year one, depending on how I'm getting on. A little gizmo, so could be a Christmas start. It's only small, it's only 3 inches by 3 inches on 14 count Ada, classed as a beginner. I think it has got some light effects, yes, but they're literally the Christmas lights, so I don't have to use them, but we'll see. I've got my cotton twine for October, which I think you've all seen. Looking forward to the November one. Right, Carolyn Manning. Yeah, she's got a sale on at the minute. 60% off when you spend, I want to say 50. Couldn't refuse. Could not refuse. I just need a drink. I did check my stash before I bought these as well, so I have it doing that as well. I picked up Thistle, Peacock Topaz, Beachcomber, Amethyst, because I was born in February and I love amethyst. Got a few, I did Northern Needlework Expressions amethyst pattern, absolutely loved it. It's on my wall in my bedroom, that's how much I love it. Merlin, I typically go for the greens and purples, but I also like a bit of red as well. Fluffer of Jellyfish, get my words out. I like this one, I saw it on Danielle Cardiff Stitcher's channel, and she's still stitching this as well. So I've got 2 patterns of hers on the go at the minute. Sea Glass, really greeny turquoisey. Azure Glass, and the one I've been hankering after the most for the longest, and the Stained Glass Sampler. And I saw this on Mama Bear Stitchery. I thought, oh, I really like that, I really like that. And then the sale came out, I was like, I want to jump off and do the sale first. But yeah, that's been on my wish list for a long time. Caterpillar Cross Stitch did a freebie on the, I think it was just on the Facebook group, which is a Traitors Inspired, came out just before the final. I'll put a picture in here because I've only got the chart in front of me. Yeah, that's more stitching than I can manage in a year, I think. I think I've had a few things where people have said, oh, by the way, we're closing down. I've been like, no! I did have a look at Sophie Crafts. I know she's closing down. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Creative Poppy are closing its doors at the end of December. And I have a big basket of Barbara Anna. So, yeah. Barbara Hannah's going to feature quite a bit in my haul for December, along with Christmas gifts that I've received, and the kit supplies for the Haid. So yeah, so if you want anything from Creative Poppy, now is the time. I don't know if they've got discounts or not. I found the prices of the charts reasonable, so I'd definitely hop over there if you like any of the Dreaming Girls. So I've put quite a few of them in my basket. There's the Winter Key. I can't remember what it's, you'll see it next time. Yeah, and then Jingle Ball is happening next weekend. Yeah. It's kind of dangerous time again, isn't it? So I really do need Stitch from Stash to keep me on the straight and narrow next year. And I kind of want to do a 3-month like pattern ban as well. Happy to pick up threads and more threads and fabric. So yeah, really want to concentrate on getting a number of projects down, not starting anything too big. Like I say, 1 page of the Haid, 1 full page. But I mean, potentially, the way the picture is, I might do the one underneath as well, but I think once I've got the pattern, I'll decide what I'm going to do, and work out how many stitches per month that works out at. So as long as it's done by the end of December, we're all good. But some of my projects need to get done before that, and then, like I say, with all the challenges, hopefully I'll make a lot of progress on the whips that I've already got. Plus I'm allowing myself some new starts, because at the minute I don't feel like I need a new start, but it's nice to get the finishes. Definitely nice to get the finishes, and obviously this weekend hopefully I'll finish Squirtle, and then Stand Up for Santa can get me a bit maybe over the finish line. Ready for the Jingle Ball next weekend. I'll probably start Stacy Nash's Gingerbread book. Can't imagine I'll get it finished in one weekend with the other stitching. That's just a bit crazy. Even though our actual road, this road here, is shut all day Saturday, so won't be going far. Oops, knocking things flying. In terms of when I'm recording next, not entirely sure as at this time. It might be between Christmas and New Year. Just got a lot going on in December, work, home. So it might be between Christmas and New Year, in which case I'll try and do a regular Flosstube, a whip parade and a finished parade. Don't know, there might be separate videos. I think I've talked quite a lot about plans, so I might not do a plans video, but if you want me to, I will. Just let me know in the comments. In terms of what I want to start next year, like I say, the Dreaming Girl Sal, which is available on her Ko-fi rather than Creative Poppy. She seems to go to a lot of places to get things. So You Got This, which is an artsy housewife. I've got the Crocette, Gogo Winter and a Mill Hill for February. So my birthday start's actually going to be a Mill Hill. It's fine, I love it. Kind of counters out the Chatelaine in terms of size a little bit. Then I've got Dreaming Girl, and I've got back to Crocette, Gogo. Fudge It and Carry On, which is a Benja Gervais, which I got from Traditional Stitches a couple of years ago. It's quite small in terms of the amount of stitching, but I'm really looking forward to that. That's Dreaming Girl. I want to pick up a whip in August, so that's technically not a new start. So technically I'm starting 12 things, which is my Octopus Piece Scorn You by Tiny Runist. And that's Dreaming Girl again, although there'll probably be a Caterpillar cross stitch retreat start. Blackbird, which is the moon and the owl. I can find a picture, I'll put it in. Cosford Rye Scissor Fob, can't remember what that's called. And back to Dreaming Girls, and I'll probably start with something for the Jingle Ball as well. So we shall see. Let's see how we get on. Yeah, with the Whip Go Pattern Keeper, I think it's 100 stitches, and with the Christmas one it's either 30 minutes or 100 stitches. So I'm just trying to set the goals small to try and get as much as I can. Oh, and the temperature stitching and the stitching by the shore is also 100 or 30 minutes. So I guess I'm just trying to spread the love maybe. And the temperature stitching, I'll change out the projects once a quarter, so I'll do Jan to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. If I finish something, I'll put something else in its place. I have actually got some other new starts, just looking at the list. So obviously Pikachu will need starting, the Cottage will need starting, and the Koala, and the Deadly Aquarium. So that's another 4. I might start some this year though, and then at least they're started. But not Pikachu. Kind of like doing those Pokemon within a year. They're all similar size, so be about 7,000 to 8,000 stitches, which doesn't sound that much. But when you've got all the other projects going on and it's 2 strands over 1 full cross on 18 count black AD, it slows you down. Right, I am really rambly. So I will say goodbye, and I'll see you between Christmas and New Year. So I will say happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't, happy holidays, and I will see you then. Don't know if I'm going to do a giveaway in my whip parade. I think I might hold off and do it on my February Flosstube, simply because there's just so much going on that, you know, so many whip parades and Flossmas, that's the word, that I think it gets less views, so maybe do a giveaway at another time and then see what we get, because I wouldn't want to feel like any of my regulars miss out on something, just because there is lots of choice out there, and I'm rambling so much, so bye for now, happy holidays, and I'll see you soon, bye.